I thought probably the number one thing on Trump's agenda, and the one that the country seemed to be saying was high on their agenda, was immigration.
No question about that.
So I'm in California, so I'm very familiar with the immigration issue. My children are 25% Spanish. So I just thought, okay, let me ask the question this way. So if we have an illegal immigrant who's been in the US for 3 years, has a job and no criminal complaints while they've been here, do you have strong feelings about the type of person staying or going? Again, probably all Republicans are very much skewed Republican. 26% said strongly they should go home. 25% said moderately they should go home. 26% said moderately they should stay. And 23% said strongly they should stay. I mean, this was...
Well, that's 59% to stay.
No, 50-50. 51-49. 51-49. 26, 25.
23 and 26.
26 and 25 were go home, and 26 and 23 were stay. So it's like split right down the middle.
Yeah. Yeah, I have a great deal of sympathy for immigrants.
Yeah, well, okay.
I obviously have a lot more sympathy for immigrants that came the hard way.
Right.
That is, through the paperwork. It took us like 10 years to get our citizenship. But on the other hand, I know many South American families, including Mexican families, but many South American families from all over Nicaragua, Cuba, well, countries that are devastated by bad governance, and Nicaragua just, is right up there. And I have a huge amount of sympathy for them, particularly those that went through great hardships to get here and have worked very hard to, create their family and support their family. I loved President George Bush's solution. I loved it. I thought it was the ideal solution. And I would hope that Trump could come up with a very similar solution. But, he's obviously not inclined that way. I just think it's a great tragedy that the Democrats would have stumbled into the policies that they stumbled into almost thoughtlessly. I mean, it just rankles. And so that's forced the whole conversation.
Right.
And it's really upturned what could have been a really good solution. And, the country rebelled very strongly against George Bush in his attempt to resolve the situation, which is a great tragedy, because had they done it then, I think we would be in a very different position right now. Look, there's absolutely no doubt that our Spanish-speaking brethren that have come and settled in the United States have been an enormous gift to this country, an enormous gift. It's very hard to even evaluate how big the gift is. But we can't have what we had in the last 3-4 years. I mean, we just can't have it. It would be disastrous.
Yes.
It would undermine our social services, would undermine it would, what, I'm talking off mic all the time. So it would be so valuable to come to some kind of real deal where we sorted, those people who came and who have got, legal jeopardy in terms of their activities back home and or in the United States, and then found a path for, these illegals who have created and made a life. And that would be my wish. I mean, I'm back to George Bush's policies.
With, of course, a great wall, a great a great method.
Yeah, I mean, if you don't stop this immigration, there's no sensible solution there's no sensible solution available. You have to stop this open border. You have to.
Mm-hmm.
And, if it takes 1,000-mile wall, build 1,000-mile wall.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You can do this far, far better with, sensors and so on and so on and so forth. But if it takes a wall and sensors, fine.
Right.
But we have to stop it because, the governance in these countries, in these Central American countries and South American countries is so bad, that everybody just wants to come here.
Right.
And I don't blame them. I can't blame them. But if you create the wall, then they have to turn back and look into themselves as to how to solve their own problem. Look, Argentina's doing a fantastic job. And there's absolutely no reason that every country in South America couldn't do such a job. Every country in South America, every country bar none, have got enormous resources and great human, creative and capable people. But their leaders let them down again and again and again. I mean, Venezuela was a middle-class country, a country of largely middle-class people.
Right.
It sunk into the depths of despair.
Yes.
Just through bad leadership and the socialist mumbo-jumbo stuff.
If you happen to be a big fan of the Cybertruck, you might also be interested in this super fun Cybertruck refrigerator magnet and bottle opener. It is made out of super thick stainless steel, just like the Cybertruck, and it has this giant magnet on the back, so it's going to hold a lot of stuff on your refrigerator. It's an amazing gift, and it comes in that great gift box that you saw before that uses a magnet opener, just almost like an Apple box, like when you get Apple products. You can buy it on Amazon for $29.95, or you can buy it direct from me by sending $25 to paypal.me/Randy Kirk, all in lowercase letters. Please indicate whether you want the stainless steel look, or maybe you'd like to have this very clever camo version. And then if you're not in the US, please add $20 for freight. If you'd like more than one, please check the information below to get pricing, as well as all that information I just told you will be repeated in the information below. So once again, think about joining the channel, getting the up-to-date Tesla news every single day. I think you'll be glad you did.